Hi guys, Britzel here. I hear you are having a little bit of trouble figuring out how to get these fillable PDFs working, and when I started digging into it from what it looks like from a student point of view, I totally understand why. So what I decided to do was create this little video to show you the workaround for actually being able to use the PDF form and fill it in directly and then upload that to your classroom. So in order to do that, what I've done is I've borrowed my daughter's school account and I've made her an honorary member of one of my classes for just a little while so you guys can see this from a student perspective because it looks different to you than it does to your teachers. And I'm using this particular class as the example class. So it doesn't really matter what class it is or who's doing it, it's going to look the same, but this is what it should look like if you are the student in a classroom. So you're going to go to your classwork, of course, and somewhere in here there are assignments that have fillable PDFs. This is one of them. So you're going to go to View Assignment, just as if you were Devereaux, and your work is here, right? So this is that PDF that is created for you. The problem is when you open it, you can't tell that it's fillable. Like you can't click on it here and get it to start typing. If you try to open it with a Google Doc, what you're finding is that the Google Doc doesn't translate it very well and scrambles it beyond all recognition. So this is how you work around it to be able to work with it in PDF form. You go to where it says More Actions up here, and you open a new window. Once you have it in a new window on your Chromebook, you'll be able to download it. So this little arrow button right here, click that and it will download. That will bring up this little download manager where you can either show in folder there or you can just open your file folder directly. Either way works. Okay. And now you have, should say your name, in this case it says my daughter's name, Devereaux Britzel, and then whatever assignment it is in PDF form. Open that one. You can close out of this one that you downloaded. Now, see, now there's no option to open in Google Docs up there, it's just in PDF form. And if you scroll down, it magically now is fillable. So you can click on anywhere there's like a light blue box, you can click, and then you can type your answers. So this, if I can type, is my brilliant, or not so brilliant, but still acceptable. Gotta learn to spell. Answer to this question. Okay, so you can do that for anywhere there is a place to fill in. Now, here's the important part for making sure it gets saved. Go through all of it. This won't save automatically, so once you start one of these, you need to finish it, okay? Otherwise, you're going to have to start from scratch again. So make sure when you try to do one of these that you have enough time to finish it, or at least leave it up in your on your computer like this without shutting it down so that your progress stays where it is. Okay, once you are done, then you go up to Print. Okay, you hit Print and make sure that the destination is Save as PDF. You can save it a variety of places, but do save as PDF, okay? Hit Save. Now you don't want the name to change, right? Because it's named what it's named already, and that's a good name. So you can leave that name the same by either just leaving it the same down here in the box or by clicking on this. And what it's going to do is tell you, wait a minute, this name already exists. Do you actually want to replace it? Yeah, I do, because now the one that I am saving has my answers in it. The one before did not. So I'm going to hit OK, and then it should be saved, right? So now you have to go back and figure out how to submit that. Don't click out of this one that you actually have your answers in until you're sure this is done right, just in case there's a mistake along the way. Okay, so I go back to my Classroom tab, which probably still has this PDF open. Click the arrow back to the actual assignment. Now this one here is still that original one that you can't fill in and doesn't have any answers. So you want to get rid of that one. So X out of that. Once you do that, you can add or create your new assignment. Now before I do that, I'm going to just point out here too that if for whatever reason one of those disappears, or you need to start over, or something didn't work right, that's fine. You can still access this original assignment. What you do is you just click make a copy. Copying takes it a minute depending upon how fast the internet is. And now I have that blank one right back again. Okay? So if you need to do that, if something happens, don't panic if you've X'd out of this and you think you've lost your ability to access that assignment. You haven't, as long as that make a copy thing is there. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and get rid of it because that one doesn't have the answers. I am going to add or create, and I want to do that with a file. Now, this is what's going to bring this up. Don't be fooled here. I did this wrong a couple times, so this is all my daughter's little work here. See, if I click on any of these, I've been practicing a little bit. If I click on any of these are the empty blank ones that are in the recent file. Don't be fooled by those. If you upload one of these on this screen that comes up, it'll upload blank, and you'll get frustrated. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to go to Upload, Browse. Now that will bring up your actual file that is temporarily saved on this Chromebook for you. I can click that. I can click Open. It should actually upload something, so it should take a second. If it's not uploading something from the actual computer, you probably haven't clicked the right thing. Now, just to make sure I've got the right one now, I'm going to look at it. Click on it, bring it up, and look, my brilliant answer is there. I am good. Now I can go back and I can hit turn in. Yep, I'm going to turn that in. And now I'm done. Okay, so remember, if you've had much experience with these Chromebooks and downloading these files will disappear on you every so often, right? So don't say, oh, I downloaded it, it's fine, I fixed it, I printed it, whatever, it's saved there, I'm going to go back and submit it tomorrow. Make sure you submit it immediately. Try to get this process done all in one go as much as you can so that nothing disappears on you along the way. But once I'm done with that, I can delete this, I can let it go away, whatever, it doesn't really matter, because ultimately I now have it saved here, and this is the correct one. If you decide later, before the due date, you need to unsubmit it and redo it, you can do that. You can go to unsubmit. I messed that up. I actually realized that I have a wrong answer, or I turned in the wrong one, or whatever, right? And then I can go back to make a copy again if I need to make a new copy, or this is the one that actually still has my answers on it. But if I want to say, no, that one was a bad one, I'm going to get rid of that one. And I'm going to make a new copy for myself. And then I'm going to start the whole process over again and fix it, okay? So that is possible even after you submit and you delete the original one, whatever else, to start over again if you need to. Hopefully that won't happen, and you can just get that first one right and give it a go. So this will take a couple times of practice before you sort of like memorize the procedures, but that's why this is a video, so you can go back and look at it. If you have any questions, just let me know. Also, if you are not working on a school-issued Chromebook and you are actually working on your own computer, I will show you a little trick for making sure you get something done, or get the same thing done that way. So this is going to take me just a second. I am going to move my camera over to my computer. Now, this is not a school-issued Chromebook. I'm hoping you can see this well. Let me see. This is actual my personal computer, which means I have Adobe on it, but I still have the same problem if I try to bring up one of these Pogles. So this is what it would look like if you happen to have your own computer or the ability to access a PDF a little easier. So here's this one. It's very similar. I can't fill it in. Even though this is a fillable PDF, I can't fill it in right now. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go over here to More Actions again. I'm going to open in a new window. Now the difference here on these non-school computers, you may have up here at the top to open with Adobe if your computer has Adobe on it. That's something you have to buy, so may or may not be that way. You can do that, or you can click on this drop-down menu, and if at any point you see this Google Chrome option, click that. That makes it a fillable PDF directly too. Okay, so now I can fill it in and my answer here, same way as before, and then like before, I can hit print after that. I can save it as a PDF to my computer. See, you can tell my answer is in there. So this is going to save with my answers in it, and then I can save it to my computer, and then the same way as I showed you a minute ago, I can X out of, get rid of the old one that was on there and upload the one that actually have my answers on it. So I really hope that helps. Again, if you have any questions, just send me an email, let me know, and I will walk you through it personally. Thanks, guys.